Is this thing on? Can you hear me now? Check, check, check. Whoa. Yeah, new mic because of a new camera. Has a different fitting, of course. So, your old microphone won't work. Anyway, hey guys, what's going on? Wanted to put a quick update out there. Finally going to split the channel into two, moving the trains to their own location, their new home, which there'll be a link in the description. And this channel will mostly be motorcycle content. Any future model train stuff will go to the new page. I'll be slowly migrating model train stuff from this page to that page. There's going to be some bike stuff coming up. I want to do a more in-depth of that build up there for the KLX 400. Actually, it's KLX 400 Retro because it's actually a DRZ 400. But they were the same bike back in the early 2000s. So it's kind of a legit bike in a way. Yeah. Also, I'd like to, this is my wife's bike. I'd like to do a full review on that because it's probably the most heavily modded bike in my garage. We've got, aftermarket wheels, hubs. We've got a KX 100 front end. We've got KX 100 size wheels, 170cc big bore kit, high compression piston cam, seat concepts. There's all kinds of stuff on this guy. It's my wife's bike. Oh, Recluse clutch. Can't forget that. Yeah. So anyway, we went with the KX wheels because they're a 16-inch, 19-inch setup versus it had an 18-inch, 21-inch setup that lowered the bike almost another 2 inches. And, my wife is like super tall, so we have to be able to get the bike as low as possible for her to ride it. She's 4'11", maybe. I don't think she's 4'11", but anyway. So it's kind of hard to find a dual sport or a dirt bike or enduro or whatever you want to call it, or any bike for that matter, for someone that's, vertically challenged to feel comfortable riding it. Now we've got this seat height down to about 29 inches, so she's good to go. I'm still waiting on parts, so I need a disc and a sprocket and chain and another sprocket and some bolts and nuts. It's not quite rideable. But anyway, yeah, that'll be upcoming video on that guy. But this was just basically to talk about moving, separating the channels, moving the train stuff to its own home. And there should be a link in the description, or there will be a link in the description. You can click on that link and go visit the train stuff. If you're a prior, model train subscriber guy, please check it out and subscribe over there if you can, because I need to get, the subscriptions up higher on that channel. It's kind of the hardest part of a new YouTube channel is getting the 1,000 subscribers that they want you to have. So yeah, in the future, start putting all the train videos over there, all the motorcycle content over here. Any random stuff will probably stay over here. The other channel will be strictly trains. We'll go up in the loft and look at the layout, and I'll show you and talk in more detail of what's going to happen with that. That's the layout's coming apart, moving to a different type of layout style because I don't know how much longer we'll be in this house. So let's head up to the loft and check that out and talk about that. Okay, up to the loft where the train layout resides. Wanted to bring you guys up here, the train guys. I wanted to bring you up here and kind of give a brief overview of what's going to happen with the train content. As mentioned earlier, I'm moving the train content over to a new channel. And here, let's look at the layout real quick. So if you're a returning subscriber, you'll recognize the layout. I've always been into trying to do my layout into different scenes. Like this scene is a big valley with a lake here, with the Sierra Mountains over there in the background. Little campground scene up here, water stop, a river crossing scene, working our way around into maybe an industrial scene here. Let's zoom out. And this was going to kind of be a city with an elevated train station. Then moving on down, we're going to work our way into being a locomotive yard with turntable and a roundhouse. On this side of this mountain, we have obviously a bridge scene. Going back, this was going to be a sawmill. We have a trestle scene. Back over to the river crossing scene. On this side of this mountain, this was going to be the mountain scene, snow with, we've got the snow shed. This was all going to be snow with pine trees, kind of simulating Northern California. And then we have a small town here, tunnel, trailer park, and then back to that valley scene. A couple farms up there. But yeah, so anyway, I've kind of been bitten by the shelf layout bug. So, I mean, this is typically, well, not typically, but it's somewhat built like a shelf layout, right? I mean, most of my layout's only 2 feet deep. It's around the outside layout, which I think is the best way to utilize the space of any room. But it's kind of overwhelming at this point. It's taking up this entire loft, and I want to reduce the size of the layout to maybe just a shelf along this wall for now. So we're taking everything else down, obviously keeping everything for future use. And that future use thing, that has something to do with my decision, is that I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be living in this house. And I would hate to invest 2 more years in the construction of this layout and doing all this scenery and then have to take it down and move away, a year later. So if I do some modular shelf type stuff, I can take it apart and take it with me, hook it all together in the next home, which may be a retirement home. If I keep up, the way things are going. No, but yeah, it would be our retirement home, or not final home, maybe last home. I don't know what you want to call it. But so yeah, retirement's on the horizon. I don't know that we'll be in this house more than 5 or 6 more years. I don't know how that's going to work out. But anyway, like I said, I would hate to spend a lot of time and effort into this layout because I wanted to expand it over into that section over there as well. The more I thought about it, I'm like, man, that's gonna, you're looking at a couple years worth of work. Well, layouts are never finished, but at least a couple of years worth of work to get somewhat presentable. And then, a couple of years after that, I have to take it all down and move away. So we're gonna just build a shelf along this wall, like I said, and go from there. We'll take everything else down, pack everything away in totes. Luckily, nothing from, here that way is ballasted. The track's not even glued down. A lot of this island here is not ballasted either. So I'm not going to lose too much material. Maybe a couple of, 30, 40 feet of flex track, but that's not a big deal. Flex track's not cheap, but it's not the end of the world if you have to toss it and start over. But yeah, that's what's going to happen with the train content. I'm moving some of it over now, and any new train content will be on the new channel, and there'll be a link in the description, like I said earlier. So yeah, if you are one of my original train content subscribers, it'd be really cool if you could go over to the new channel and subscribe, because getting to 1,000 subscribers is probably the most difficult part of starting a YouTube channel. So it would really help. Don't want to sound like I'm begging for subscriptions, but yeah, I'm begging for subscriptions. Anyway, so yeah, the train content will be moved over there. Any new content will be there. I'll be moving a lot of the existing content, or duplicating it at least, over at on the new channel, which is Mike's Model Train Projects and Hobbies. I renamed this channel Mike's Motorcycle Projects and Hobbies. So yeah, you guys, if you can, follow the link, head over to the new site, see what you think. If you're a train guy, even if you're not a train guy, you just find trains interesting, model trains interesting, there might be something there for you to look at. And yeah, so that's what's going on with the trains. So yeah, that was the train stuff up in the loft. And yeah, like I said, quick update, although it wasn't that quick, on what's happening with my channels. Hopefully you guys that subscribe for the train content will go over there and subscribe to the new channel. I mean, please don't unsubscribe from this channel, but yeah, maybe you guys can head over there and subscribe to that channel as well. And that way you'll get the notifications of when there are new uploads or new information, or any posts for that matter, on the new channel. And you bike guys, there's a lot coming up. I got to do something on the Himalayan, my Versys 300. Not much has changed on that, but I want to take that out in the dirt again and get a good dirt riding video on that guy. And something that I haven't even touched on is I have a KLX 300R. So that's what's up. And I'll see you guys, in the next video, whether it's here or there. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Over 90% of my viewers are not subscribers. I know, sad, huh? Anyway, yeah, talk to you guys later.